Hello, everyone. Welcome to our YouTube live session. And first of all, thank you all of you for joining us today. And I hope you all are doing well. And I know you guys are waiting for your examination result, but I would like to give you an advice that all the top universities admissions are closing soon as September intake is near. So I would like to give you an advice that you should act fast, start your process as early as can, because Perm State Medical University is also one of the top medical university of Russia, and the admissions are closing soon. So all the students should act fast. And today we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Yulia Tretyakova, the Dean of International Students. So welcome, ma'am, and thank you for joining us today and sharing an insightful session. And our students are really excited to learn more about Perm State Medical University.
Maybe I will start with my presentation because I want to tell some words about our university, okay? I think it will be interesting for our applicants.
Yes.
So at our university, we educate future healthcare leaders, clinicians, and medical researchers from around the globe. Really, we have students from different countries. Our programs are built on the legacy of distinguished scientific schools recognized by both national and international medical communities. And through internalization and partnership, national and global levels, we integrate medical knowledge and clinical expertise and adopting the world's best healthcare practices and organizational models. I want to say that Perm State University named after Academician Evgeny Antonovich Wagner. Evgeny Antonovich Wagner was a great scientist and famous surgeon, and our surgical scientific school is still famous all over the world. And Evgeny Antonovich saved 1,000 lives, and he left us his guiding principles. And you can watch on this slide the main principles that each future student must know. For example, to love the profession because it is the basis of healing. To study not for exams but for the sake of life. Don't treat just the disease, but a person. Remember, you are learning to be a doctor for everyone. Dream, but act. And so many other values. And I hope that our future applicants will follow all these values that Evgeny Antonovich Wagner left us. This is our rector, Professor Anna Sergeyevna Blagonravova. And here you can see some words that Anna Sergeyevna wants to share with you. PSMU unlocks students' potential and empowers them to become competent, ethical, compassionate, and forward-thinking medical professionals, committed to lifelong learning. Together, we strive for excellence and education, research, clinical practice, and social mission. We foster a spirit of inquiry, initiative, and collaboration among students, faculty, and healthcare practitioners. I want to tell that over 5,000 medical students study at this moment at our university, and more than 1,800 international students from 40 countries. And also, I want to mark that 1,500 students are from India. So we have a great experience teaching Indian students. I think it's very important. 55,000 doctors have been trained at PSMU. We have very esteemed and intellectual professors who teach our foreign students in English. Over 584 full-time faculty members, 124 grant PhD in medical sciences, 326 PhD in medical sciences. So I just want to mark that all our professors are very educated people. They love our international students and want to see them a great doctors in future. At our university, we have four medical faculties, and mostly our international students enter medical faculty. But also we have the faculty of dentistry, pediatrics faculty, and faculty of medical preventive and clinical psychology. We have 60 departments. It's enough huge number. We have 5 comfortable hostels with Indian mess, and comfortable atmosphere is very it needs not so much time to reach the, for example, from hostel to department where the students have classes. We have 27 clinical practical training bases, multidisciplinary clinic, our own multidisciplinary clinic, dentistry clinic where students can have classes, accreditation and simulation center, and laboratories and institutions. Maybe I should tell a little bit more about our federal accreditation and simulation center because it's very famous at our university. It was created for Russian students because our Russian students must give accreditation exam, like license, in order to work as a practitioners after 6 years of studies. But our students, foreign students, can train there in this accreditation center because it is equipped by very intellectual and modern robotic techniques, like robot, like imitation of real patients. They are electronic version and mechanical. So our international students visit this center in order to improve their practical skills. About laboratories and institutions, we also have places where our students can make scientific work. And I want to tell that from 2024 at our university was created a scientific society, especially for international students who study in English. And already this year, it was already second time when our Indian students took part in this event. They presented their scientific reports on the conference, and they took prize places, and they always were very interested in science because there is no medicine without science. Also, our Indian students can participate in different kind of conferences and Olympiads. For example, this year, and it was also for the second time, I went to Moscow with my team, 5 Indian students. It was senior students, 6 year, and they took part in very famous Olympiad in Moscow. It is called Golden Stethoscope, and they received the diplomas, and they were very happy to take such type of experience. And I think our university give a great opportunity for students to develop their knowledge and to be a good doctors. Now I want to show you some people who really care about our international students at our university. It is Vice Rector for Youth Policy, who is responsible for all events, extracurricular activities. This is Maria Dvoretskaya, Yulia Vitoshkina. She is the head of the department, international department. She is responsible for all the process, all the international students. We have our own visa service. For example, if students have some issues, some questions regarding visa, the workers of visa service are always there to help students, to remind them about the term of the visa and all the questions regarding migration. It's me, you can see, first of all, I am a doctor. I am doctor, therapist, and gastroenterologist, and I am assistant professor of the Department of Polyclinic Therapy. At our department, students of fifth and sixth year have classes already. It's already clinical subject, and here you can see all my responsibilities. Of course, as a dean, I teach students. I have classes with my international students, Indian students in English. I deliver lecture for them as all the professors at our university. And as a dean, you can see how much responsibilities I have. And my responsibility is to control students' academic process, performance, like academic performance monitoring. I help students every time when they have some questions regarding classes. When they need to, for example, I build communication between professors and students, and we always can find some solution, even if it's some difficult cases. I'm always here. I'm in my room in our office of international department, and I'm always helping my students, and they know it. Also, we have deputy dean for academic affairs. We have deputy dean for extracurricular activities, and also we have a specialist who is responsible for document management, for academic solving all academic issues and all the things regarding students' diplomas after graduation, and also some other workers who always help our students to solve any issues. So we have a big friendly team, and the main our aim, our students feel comfortable with us, and we can solve any problem. They can come anytime to us, ask questions, and we will always find a way to clear all their doubts. To sum up all my speech, I want to tell that we have such values as we act professionally, we value collaboration, we are responsible for the result, we are constantly improving, we support, and we protect. Maybe I should add that except academic performances, except classes, our student can feel like home, because we very often at our university we organize, for example, Indian festivals, Diwali, Holi, Navratri, and all our workers of Dean office and professors love to visit with students there. These amazing events, we are all involved, and we like Indian culture so much. At our university, I held different kind of sport competition, for example, cricket tournament, and volleyball, basketball, and any other sport activities. Also, we have dance club for girls and boys who love dancing, so they can introduce our university with their amazing performances. Your future start here at Perm State Medical University, and I told you the main information, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to give you answers for such questions.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing such insightful information. So, basically, we have some questions. Our students also have some questions. So, I would like to ask Perm State Medical University also has like a lot of Indian students. So, how like they're performing
What do you mean performing?
in terms of like academics, how they're performing, and also extracurricular activities, are they taking part like that?
Okay, our students have a schedule for classes. For example, our we have 500 first year students, 400 second year students. So this two batches are very big, but in any way, we are able to give them a schedule, and they have classes according to this strict schedule. Moreover, all our buildings where classes are held, they are not so far from the place where they live. Usually, first and second year students, they live at hostel because we think that it's more safe place. So when they, for example, already senior students, they can rent a flat. But we have 5 hostel host international students for Indian students, and they can move around the city very easily. We have buses, we have
Yes.
taxi, so they can choose any opportunity to reach the building. And they have, for example, as I know, first and second year students, they have 2 shifts, but like in this first shift and second shift, they have between them, they have a break, and they can visit hostel. In each hostel, they have Indian mess, so they can take a dinner and then continue their education.
All right. So, as we all know that practical exposure is very important for all the students, and students want to know more about it. So, at like which year from the like students get to interact with the patients?
Students interact with the patient even from the first year, because they have such subject as patient care. So it is the first subject where students can get acquainted with real patients at our hospital. In Perm City, we have a lot of different kind of hospitals. These hospitals are well equipped. All professors already used to our international students. They like Indian students. And for example, the Department of General Surgery, they provide this class, patients care, and students even from first year, they visit these classes, they visit hospitals, and they can do simple things with patients. It won't be like injections or serious examination because it's already from third year clinical subject, but to patients care, how to take care of the patients at board at hospital. This is these all things are provided by professors of our department, and slowly with time, from third year, our students already have such propedeutics of internal diseases where they start examining patient practical train practical skills on real patients, and also they can visit our federal accreditation center, so they can train their skills on robotic techniques, and then they can apply these skills on real patients. So we have such systems. First year, second year, it's basic subjects like anatomy, histology, biochemistry, biology, chemistry. Russian language, by the way, it's very important for international students to know Russian language because it's important to interact with Russian people. It's good to have at least like intermediate level of Russian language, first of all, to communicate with Russian students, for example, they need to buy food and interact somehow with Russian people. And in hospitals, Russian language will be very useful to communicate with Russian patients because, as I already said, that we provided our education in English, but in any
Mhm.
way, it's good that students can themselves speak with patient. It would be better. So we provide for 4 years classes of Russian language. We have a very good Russian department. So
Right.
as these classes start from first year, these professors, they are very friendly. They take care of first year students. They provide, for example, excursions to our museums around the city. They get acquainted Indian students with Russian poetry, with Russian culture, with Russian literature. They provided different type of competitions and conference when Indian students learning Russian poems, and they like presented to others their activities. So it's very interesting.
Okay, that's a very insightful information. So, other than theoretical training or theoretical lectures, like how AI and modern technology integrated to the medical education.
You mean if modern technology? So if, for example, we have lectures. So, for example, this is a class. So each professor have devices to show lectures in class. Each subject needs different type of technology, but I want to make sure our future applicants that we have all the opportunities because, for example, chemistry class would
Hmm.
they need to interact with the professor explaining formulas. Also at our university we have our own website, and on this website each student have an assess, and on this website all the department uploaded all the lectures in PDF. And for example, the student can enter this site, can, for example, lesson one, downloaded a lecture. They can save this lecture and can prepare for each class at home. So they have all the materials to learn, to prepare. So we also have libraries. We have electronic library. We have a lot of libraries around the city that our Indian students, foreign students can also visit and prepare. And as I know, at hostels, they also have Wi-Fi. They have opportunity, they have classes, they can learn there, can study. So, and accreditation center.
All right. Okay. So, as we all know, many students worry about, adjusting to a new country. So, how does professors or mentors help them to, adjust in the new culture or support them?
Mhm. Okay, we have our team of volunteers, of course, from Indian students. And like, first of all, everything starts with the monitor of the group. For example, group 14 people, and one monitor. And of course, when, for example, students have any issues, they
Hmm.
should tell, we have such a system, they should tell a monitor. Monitor can ask if he can't solve the problem, he can ask a volunteers. We have a team of volunteers from students, senior students who already experience and they can help easily. For example, how to reach some building, for example, how
Yes.
where to buy something, and so on. Any question, if volunteer is, for example, maybe some different task and volunteer can't do it, so volunteer will inform us, Dean Office, and already workers of Dean Office will solve any students' issues. So any kind of issues about life, not only about studies, of course. All our professors, of course, they know Indian students and they help. They can give any advice. Also, all our students have medical insurance, and they can receive any kind of medical help. For example, if something happened, they can visit, first of all, our students' polyclinic. We have a special polyclinic for all our students, Russian and foreign students also have the opportunity to, if they have any issue, health issue, they visit to give any lab test, instrumental test. So it's not a problem. And we are always there for them. As for me, I always help my student. I am a doctor, even myself. I can give any advice about health issues because I know that how it is important when your child abroad and suddenly has any medical issue. It's very important. So we also can help to solve this problem. And our professors also take care of our Indian students.
All right. So, if any student wants to get admission in Perm State Medical University, what are the basic eligibility requirements?
As I know, the process already started. As I know, your Indian children after finishing school, they must give exam, NEET exam.
Yes,
It's
need exam.
including chemistry and biology. Yes, so it is the main. Like for the first moment, it is the main. They need to have this NEET exam. They just need to pass successfully. Yes, like
Yes,
passed or not passed. They just need to have this NEET exam,
qualified.
and then qualified, yes, and they already can apply for at our university. Around approximately in October, they will have entrance exams, biology and chemistry. It's
All
not
right.
so difficult. It's according to school program, the same chemistry and biology.
Okay. So, as we all know that NMC guidelines are like very important for Indian students if any student wants to come back to India and practice medicine. So, like is Perm State Medical University NMC guidelines compliant?
Think you have an Indian new rules now. Yes, and this decision will be, I'm not responsible and I even don't have a right to tell you, I think, but it will be the decision between healthcare of Russian Federation and Republic of India, I think. Yes, because in Russia we have a system, like we have 6 year specialty. After 6 year, our Russian students must give license exam,
Yes.
accreditation
Yeah.
exam. After this accreditation exam, they will work only as a doctor general physician. We don't
Yeah.
have internship in Russia. We don't have internship. We have residency for 2 years. If you want to hear from me about some practical classes, I only can tell you that all our Indian students have practical classes are included in educational program. And after graduation, we will give a certificate about practical, obtaining practical skills. After each year, our students have industrial practice at hospitals, like around month, maybe more, depends on the year. After first year, one practice. After second year, another practice. After third, fourth, and fifth year, around 1 month, they have practice at hospitals, and these days of practice, it is they ended by mark to like 3 4 5, and these practices, this time, these credits, yes, credits, they are included into the diploma. These guidelines, I don't know much about these guidelines, but this year I have heard, because
All,
Indian general consul came for us, and our
yeah.
students talked to him about these new laws. But I
Okay.
think it must be solved between Minister of Healthcare Russia and India, because we don't have internship, we have residency for 2 years.
All right. Okay. So, as we all know, every student learns differently, right? So, how does the university support student who struggles academically?
Have some issues in educational process, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Educational process. You know, I want to tell you one thing, that from first year, educational process starts from 1st November. Educational process starts from 1st September. Like first year students will start education from 1st November, but second year already from 1st September, and third year and fourth and fifth, um, the same beginning of classes. And the main thing which we want from our students, they must start their education on time. They must visit all the classes. They don't need to miss classes just like that, because if
Yeah.
they missed classes without any important reason, of course they will have issues, and we in this situation, of course, student can clear all his, in any way we will give a right them to clear these missed classes, but I want to tell that if our applicants want to be doctors and receive diplomas, they must study and study a lot. And to be a doctor, it's not just simple profession. They need to think fast because it must go from heart, from soul. It must be a real wish to be a doctor because the way to becoming a doctor is very hard.
Yeah.
Only if our dear applicants want to be a real doctors, if they want to spend a lot of time learning subjects, only in this situation they can study properly. But regarding your question, of course, we have a such system, educational system. If they missed classes without important reason, it won't be so good, and you can understand this.
Yeah, even
But in
I.
any way, yes, of course, some of them can have problems, but it's only their fault, unfortunately. But in any way, in with each student, we try to help somehow. In any
Hmm.
way, we always saying that if the student has any medical issue, they need to go to students' polyclinic. They will take a special document. They will show us, and we will give them and they will show to the department that they missed classes not just like that, that they had a medical issues. So it will be good. But without medical issue, the main my request, if our dear applicants will be our students, they need to visit all the classes. They don't need to be late. They don't need to miss classes without any important reason, and everything will be good. And in any way, we will help them to solve any academic issue in any way. But they
Yeah.
also must follow our rules at our
Yeah.
university. What we have at our university, because we have a special rules. It's the same for Russian students, for foreign students, doesn't matter because all in equal positions. But in any way, we will help to solve any issue regarding academic performance.
All right. So safety is one of the major concerns for a parent, right? So how safe is Perm City and the campus, and what measures are in place to ensure the safety of a student, for a well-being of a student, international student?
Okay, I first of all, I would like to invite you. Why not to visit our Perm City?
Yeah,
And
sure.
oh, yes, maybe you will have such opportunity, and you will understand how our city is cute, comfortable. It's not so big. It's not small, but it's not big city, not crowded, so
Oh,
people can walk. Very easily. So even girls, guys can walk not at night maybe because I can't tell that at night. At night it's maybe not so good to walk, but in any way, our Perm is very comfortable city for
yes.
living, and we have very beautiful city. We have a lot of green trees, flowers. We have a very beautiful nature around Perm and Perm region. So our Indian students, as I know, like to visit Perm region because we have a beautiful rivers, beautiful nature, famous places. So
Hmm.
around the city, we have a lot of different cafes with Wi-Fi. They can also visit their cafe, drink coffee, and learn, for example, if they have laptop, for example. So our city is very comfortable because, and it's not so far from Moscow. So the way from Moscow to Perm, it's only 2 hours flight.
From Moscow to.
2 hours flight from Moscow.
Okay. Okay.
2 hours.
Okay.
Yes, because for example in Moscow they can lost because Moscow is
Very big.
very beautiful city. They must visit. It's the capital of Russia. So Moscow, St. Petersburg is very beautiful cities. It's famous cities, but they're very crowded, and it's very
Hmm.
easy to make to be lost. But in Perm, everything is very comfortable. They can reach even by foot. from one place to another. And we have buses, a good system of buses. Our students can buy a special card.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay, so basically, Perm is a great city to live. It's a peaceful place, and you can also explore the city. Okay, so as we all know about the weather conditions, as the like cold weather of Russia. So, is it easy for the students to adapt, or it is like little bit of like difficult for the students to adapt the cold weather or the yes.
Not difficult to adapt because we have so many students and they are living here. And I talked to many of them, maybe just for the first time when they see snow,
Hmm.
and maybe it's when a little bit cold. Yes, maybe it's a bit something new. But we are living here. You can see me. We feel
Yes.
comfortable now. Now we have around 30 degrees plus. It's not like it's not cold. It's good. We have, like a different weather. We have in each season, we have
Hmm.
different weather. For example, in summer, it's enough warm weather.
Okay.
In autumn, it's like autumn. It's a little bit colder. It's trees, yes, with like orange colors. In winter, we have, yes, a little bit cold weather. It may be, like lately, we don't have so much cold. Okay, maybe for you it's cold. It's like -5, -10, -15. Very rare, really. I'm telling honestly. Sometimes maybe a few days in maybe in January, February, it may be a few days like -20, -30, but very rare. And in this situation, we live here, so we have warm clothes, just not like so much, just warm hat, jacket, and warm shoes and warm gloves. And I want to tell Indian students, of course, they need to take with them warm clothes. That's all. They will live, and as I I know already my Indian students, and even in winter they can go outside without hat, with open jacket, with in light shoes. And I'm always saying, please open your jacket, and they saying, oh, I'm not cold, ma'am, I'm not cold. So I think it's not a problem really. Maybe only for first period of time they need to
Hmm.
use to our climate, but later all our students are going to graduate our university. They say that they will miss our weather because we have fresh air. We always only maybe in 4 days, but usually we have a good air without any pollution. And fresh air is very important for Indian people because sometimes in India you have very hot weather, no, difficult to breathe. I have been in India. I know what is it to be in India in very hot weather, like even difficult to breathe, pollution sometimes. But in Russia, we don't have this. In Perm, especially, we have a fresh air. So, and our Indian students even love it, love our climate. Just need to take for winter warm clothes. That's all. No problem.
Okay, so it's a great session, a lot of information, academics, practical exposure, and weather, and everything. So it's a great session. It's a very insightful session. Lastly, I would like to ask you if you would love to give any message or advice to Indian students, like they are preparing to come to Perm State Medical University or in any other medical university in Russia, whether what advice you would like to give to those students?
Okay, I just want to say that first of all, I already said that doctor's profession it's very special profession. I want to give advice for students to think properly.
Hmm.
uh, do they really want to be a doctor? Because it's a special
Correct.
profession. Doctor must have a lot of knowledge. So students must be ready to learn to obtain knowledge, to develop intellectually, to develop clinical thinking. But I think on the other side, it's very honorable to be a doctor. And if the student now have doubt, they can think properly, and maybe they will make a decision to be a doctor. They need
Right.
to visit classes, learn the material, um, read modern guidelines, and follow all the instructions of professors and workers of our university. So, in my presentation, I already said about our famous Evgeny Antonovich Wagner, academician, and I said about all his principles that he left. So every doctor must love his profession, first of all. You
Yes.
need to, maybe our applicants need to think, if they don't have any patients, maybe they need to choose any other profession, because doctor must have a lot of patients, because doctor works with not healthy, mostly with not healthy people, and he must love patients. He must have patience to listen them their problems, and they must love patients, and then patients will give mutual love to them.
Yeah.
My main words to our future applicants, but to be a doctor is very honorable. And
Correct.
as I know, a population in India is very big, and
Yeah.
in your country, you need a lot of doctors, a lot of professionals, and you can join this a big society of doctors and help people in your country. And at Perm State Medical University, we provide a good education for foreign students in English, so they can easily learn. Professors can explain them in English. And of course, one my maybe additional request: all
Yes.
students must know English or
Yeah.
Russian, because we teach in English mainly. Must be a good level of English. Without English, just we can't
Yeah.
communicate.
Okay, so it was a wonderful session. Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope all the students now got their answers, and it is a very helpful session. Thank you, all the students, for joining us today. And thank you once again, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm happy to have such session, and we are waiting our new students from India at our university. You are
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.